To 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Halliburton with it. Pass to Smith. Releases. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Inside. Here's Gasol. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here is Smith. This one for three. Kept alive. Pass to Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. Rebound by Smith. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Parrish. Excellent D there from Parrish.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now, here is Halliburton. Into the lane. And finished off by Halliburton.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
Well, that's the right play there. Love to see him move it for a better look.
Smith outside. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
3 points.
Smith's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
.151 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Pierce. Halliburton outside. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest. A true three-level scorer, Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring level.
And as long as Harden's in the building, he has the confidence he can make it.
Pass to Pierce. That's a 2 from Smith. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And stolen by Chamberlain. No one near Smith as he lets it go. The 17-footer goes down. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Chamberlain, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Kansas Jayhawks up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back at the end. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Smith outside. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land, the rebound by Champagnie. Pass to Smith.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's taken away by Smith. Here's Halliburton. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
On the drive, Halliburton keeps his options open. If the defense doesn't commit, he just takes it to the rim.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan dunking like only he can.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
Outside, Pierce. Towns the screen. Clock at 6. And Pierce is good for 3. Pierce has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Halliburton with the steal. And Halliburton to the rim.
Getting out on the break. Nice finish by Halliburton. Great execution for the team.
Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Back to Halliburton. Oh, the jam by Halliburton.
And how about the young man showing his bounce? Halliburton campaigning for the dunk contest with that one.
For 3, Pierce. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Halliburton. Over Pierce. Tyrese Halliburton again. That's 12 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Ranger, covered by Smith. From 15 feet away, he's now 2 for 3 with that miss. And here's Halliburton. 12 points for him. Outside, Pierce. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Pierce. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Gasol. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And your dance team.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Gasol's got 5 now.
And adding a three-point shot to his game was huge. Gasol just does so much for this team in terms of spacing.
Back to Jordan. With 2. Oh, my goodness.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way.
Got it.
Oh, amazing. Perfect timing there.
21.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. From deep, Parrish. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Just tremendous playmaking there. Moving it out for the three. That was a high-level pass.
Outside, Pierce. 6 to shoot. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden.
Team foul.
That's his first foul.
Substitution for the away team. Luke Cornett. Rashard Lewis.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Chamberlain a screen. Three-pointer. And Paul Pierce, good for the three. Pierce has got 9.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
Lewis on the wing. They set the pick. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Away team ball.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Fires for three. Jordan from distance.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
For your home team, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Jordan looking it over. Cans it from downtown. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
.141 left in the third quarter of the game. Launches a three. Rebound by Smith.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the board.
8-second violation.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Coming onto the floor.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
The ball goes.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
It's taken away by Smith. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.